Good evening, friends. I hope you and your family are safe and well. Last lectures we have discussed about the branch account and we studied data system to how to prepare branch account in dependent branch accounting. Now, friends, we have solved 2 3 sums also, but if you see that our paper pattern is multiple choice questions are there. Next month we will conduct online exam of multiple choice of our accountancy subject. Therefore, whatever we studied on that basis, multiple choice questions will ask. College will set the paper, college will assess the papers, and college also declare the result of semester second. So friends, today I will talk about one of the finest chapter, one of the important chapter in our syllabus. And now this particular chapter is familiar to our day-to-day life also. If we see that in our news, many news related to the fire. If you see that there are number of MIDC industrial areas, fire occurred and good destroyed and traders suffer the losses. If you see that every day such kinds of news are there in the newspaper and television news channel, and many businessmen, manufacturers, traders, vendors suffered the losses and because of the fire occurred in the godown, offices, and all goods destroyed. Such things is happened, and such trader face the risk of the loss of his property by fire. He can cover this risk by paying small premium to an insurance company for over taking out a fire insurance policy, and the insurance company in turn agreed to bear or suffer the loss of the property by fire. If the trader actually suffer a loss, he can make an claim on insurance company for compensation. And today in our lecture we will discuss how trader claim fire insurance claim whenever the fire occurred in the premises of the trader. So our new module, new chapter in our syllabus, that is fire insurance claim. So let us discuss fire insurance claim. So today's our module is fire insurance claim. We will discuss why we need the fire insurance claim. Now friends, whenever we will talk about the fire insurance claim, a fire at a business place, they destroyed the assets such as building, machinery, furniture, stock, etc. it destroys the records also, books of records. It does not only destroy the assets but also creates dislocation in the usual working of the business concern. Hence, a precedent businessman prefer to take out an insurance policy to cover the risk of the loss due to fire. In case of happening of an event, the businessman gets compensation equal to an amount of loss sustained. Now friends, for this purpose, he has to lodge a claim for loss of stock with the insurance company. And it is easy to claim the loss of assets except stocks. In case of the stock is insured, has to decide the stock of on the date of fire. It becomes difficult to decide the claim when there is no proper record of inventory. Inventory means the stock. Whenever we have to claim the company so and so amount of stock destroyed in the fire, this such type of claim, when we have to launch, when we have to ask to the company, whenever our stock is insured, then we have to think about how much amount of stock was there at in the date of fire. For that purpose, we have a procedure of claim for loss of stock. The procedure is, if the proper stock records are maintained and such records are not destroyed by fire, in such a case, calculation of claim is not so difficult job. So how we will calculate, and for that purpose we will study the some steps. The step number 1, ascertain the value of stock on the date of fire from the stock records. The step number 2, we have to find out the amount of stock lost by fire. Whenever the fire occurred, at the time of fire occurred, on the date of fire occurred, how much amount of stock lost by fire. And for that purpose, how we will calculate the amount of stock lost by fire. The value of stock on the date of fire less salvage. Salvage means the saved stock. Because of the fire occurred, some stock saved, so it is called as a salvage. Salvage stock we have to deduct from the stock on the date of fire, and we have to add it the abnormal stock. So whatever amount will come, it is a stock lost by fire. It is a stock lost by fire. Now friends, next step is third step, compute the claim. It is a claim we have to give to the insurance company. If there is no average clause, or if there is no average clause but there is a no under insurance, then amount of claim will be equal to the stock lost by fire as given in the second steps. In case there is a average clause, if there is under insurance only part of the stock is destroyed, then the amount of claim will calculate by using this particular formula. Claim is equal to amount of policy divided by stock on the date of fire multiplied by actual loss by fire. This particular step we have to use. If there is a under insurance and only the part of the stock is destroyed, then we have to use this particular